Well, hi, Buster Buddies. Hey, I thought I'd start a new series of monochromatic mandalas. So stick with me and let's see how this first one turns out. Hi, YouTube, and welcome back to all my Buster Buddies. Hey, it's your big kahuna here, Brad, and this is Brad's Boredom Busters, your tie-dye art channel. So I got this idea of doing this monochromatic series from a graphic artist YouTuber that I watch from time to time. The channel is 1000. He's done a series of monochromatic pictures, and I thought, hey, what would that look like if I do that with a mandala? One of my more popular videos is the first mandala I did 3 years ago. That still gets quite a few views. So I was thinking, hey, why don't I turn those mandalas into a monochromatic series? So the first one I'm going to do is going to be all different shades of blue. And so let's see how that idea turns out. So what you'll need for this project is a 100% cotton t-shirt in white. You need to pre-wash that first and then soak it in soda ash solution for at least 20 minutes. And then put that back in your washer and spin out as much moisture as you can. I've done that. My shirt's waiting for me over here. And then the other things you'll need for this project is a washable marker to lay out the pattern, and then your Sinue and Sinue Puller to tie up the mandala, and then also some rubber bands or kite string to bind up the rest of the body. And you'll need a pair of scissors to also trim your sinew and kite string or rubber band. No, you don't need to trim your rubber bands. Anyway, so if you have all those materials, then you're ready to follow along with me. So, hey, let's head over to the work table and get this tied up. Okay, Busters, so here we are at the work table with my shirts all been prepped, pre-washed, soaked in soda ash solution, spun out, slightly damp. Going to work with it that way today. So all we have to do is center the shirt and pull the front forward. So let's get on to that. All right, and then take and bring that bottom sleeve up into the top sleeve. And then match up the underarm seams. Okay. All right, so that is your shirt all centered. So now to do the fold for the mandala, we do our typical airplane fold. So bring your bottom hem up a little past the collar. That way it'll bring your center of your mandala up a little higher than center of the shirt. All right, so now we start our airplane fold. So just take the bottom hem, bring it over to your fold. Now bring your second fold over to the first fold. All right, that's that. Now let's flip it. And you may have to even it out, straighten it up a little bit. All right, all cleaned up and straightened out. Now take the collar, bring it over here to your center fold. All right, now take that secondary fold, bring it over to the center. Straighten out any wrinkles you may have inside first. Kind of even up your folds. So your sleeve should be on top here. So now just take that and flatten that out. Okay, beauty. All right, so there's our mandala fold. So I've got 2 folds here and I got 5 facing me. So now we can take our washable marker and lay out how we're going to tie it up. So I've got the collar right there. I want the point facing that when we're finished. So we'll take that, lay it out like this. You don't have to fold up exactly on your lines, but they're just kind of guidelines so you know kind of where you are, generally the direction that you're going to be tying up your sinew. Okay, so we're going to start tying here and finish up here. So grab your sinew, get a slip knot in that. All right, so let's wrap that up, and then we'll just, after I tighten up this one, we'll just continue tightening up our sinew along our layout lines. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Enjoy the music. All right, Buster, so there is our mandala fold up. So all we have to do now is we can scrunch up the body. Actually, I'm going to try something different here, just for fun. Because if you notice that this is kind of pleated up because of the airplane fold. So I've got these layers. I'm actually going to just simply, I think I'll just rubber band those up kind of cylindrically, because that way I can dye this in progressive colors as well. Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. So let's get some rubber bands on this, or you could take kite string and just spiral tie it. But I'm thinking I'm just going to hit it with some rubber bands. Let's see if I got anything. What if I'm going to use my little, these are little hair rubber bands for like ponytails and all, but they actually stretch quite well. And I think I can use those, so I will. And I do have similar rubber bands, I believe, in my affiliate link if you want to pick up some of these smaller hair rubber bands. Help yourself down in the affiliate link description area. All right, so that's that. I think, let's see, stretch it out so you can kind of pull one little area away from another so you don't get too much bleed over. And I think what I'll do, just get a rubber band around the fabric here, just to kind of help hold it away from that area. All right, so there we go. Happy with that. So that is our tie-up for our monochromatic mandala. And so let me get set up to do the dye, and then we'll get on with it. I'll see you in a bit. All right, Buster Buddies. So I'm all set up to do the dye. I've got 5 different blues that I'm going to actually do all the shirt in. And so let me go over the colors real quick. The supervisor's coming by. Hey, Squirt, what you doing? Just passing through? Hi. I'm trying to work here. You gotta go. Bye-bye. All right. Okay, back at the ranch. Anyway, let me go over the colors I'm going to be using on this project. And I've got, like I said, 5 different blues. And so I thought I would dye like 2 of these tie-ups. So it would be, 2 here, 2 there. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then I'd start repeating those just on the body as well. So let me go over the colors. I'm going to be using robin's egg blue, turquoise, electric blue, cobalt blue, and then lilac, which is a very blue purple. And so those are going to be our colors. And like I say, I'll start with the lightest, go to the darkest, and then just start over again and until I dye up the whole body of the shirt. And so I will get started on that. And so enjoy the music and let's get this dyed up. Okay, Busters, so that's the dye job. I may let this saturate and soak into the fabric in the mandala, and I may actually hit some of these with the color once again before I put it in the curing tub, but this is basically it. So after I put it in the curing tub, it'll sit there for 24 hours. And then it'll go out to the laundry sink and I'll rinse it out, starting in a cold water rinse and to flush out the soda ash solution. And then I'll turn it up to hot to flush out any dye that hasn't bonded with the fabric as of yet. And then it'll go into a hot water wash with detergent and Synthropol. and then we will dry it and bring it back here for our reveal. So I will see you at the reveal. Thanks for watching. Okay, Busters. Hey, so here is our finished monochromatic blue mandala. Hey, it came out perfect. This is so good. I'm very happy with the color saturation and just the gradation around the shirt is cool. Yeah, this came out really nice. The pattern's very distinct and all the different colors are very distinct. So yeah, this is a real winner. I like this series. I think this will be a good one to do, just ongoing in the future. The back came out really nice too. Like I say, we did our gradation of colors in the back, so the back is really interesting. Yeah, I like this shirt. It came out very cool. Yeah, I hope you like this one. Hey, I hope you learned something new. If you like this video, hey, why don't you give me a thumbs up? That'd really help me out. And, if you like this video, then share it around to some of your friends. That helps me out as well. And you've made it to the end of this video, so you must like what you saw. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Don't forget about my affiliate links. And I do have a super thanks if you want to use that. That helps out my channel as well. All right, hey, thanks for watching. Love all my subscribers. Peace out, baby, and go have fun tie-dyeing. So what you'll need for this project is a 100% t-shirt. No. So